Am I the only one that think it's kind of funny when people compare you to bigger names? I mean, it's not only about YouTube, but art, music, and other kind of things. I mean, since I started with streaming and YouTubing, I've been many times compared to Markiplier and PewDiePie and other bigger YouTubers, of course. And I think it's kind of funny in a way. I mean, first of all, that they actually want to compare me with one of these big YouTubers, and I'm a little guy. Not physically, I'm pretty big, but in YouTube world, I'm like an ant. But you know, I think it's kind of funny that they do that. Most of the time, they do that like it's a bad thing. You know, like oh gosh, you're trying to be a Markiplier and things like that. But the thing is that like any one of you that is creating things, do you have an inspiration? And you get inspired by certain people or a certain person or things like that. Like wow, this artist, I look up to it so freaking much. I want to draw just like them. And you do that. I mean, you start off pretty much trying to be a copy. You get inspired, you see like how do they do this, and you try to do it yourself. And that's pretty simple. I mean, you see that oh gosh, they do like that. Maybe I should try that as well. I mean, they make it look good. Of course, as you are new and beginner, it doesn't look as good as theirs. Of course, it's pretty impossible. I mean, it takes time to improve and get better, and that's not only art but music, making videos, gaming, things, everything literally. Sports as well. I mean, come on. You always start with something that you're inspired by. I mean, you pretty much is growing up, getting inspired by different things. I mean, maybe you want to study certain thing because you're inspired by a person you know or looking up to or things like that. You do that because, man, they do that, I want to do that as well. And that is the thing, I mean, for me and YouTube, I mean, and that is the thing. When I started with YouTube, Markiplier was one of my bigger inspiration, and it still is a big inspiration. And that is why I mean, I look like, how does he do things? How does he make things, his videos and make things work? And I like, why not? I will try it. However, as time goes by, I do adapt my own style and doing my a bit more of my own thing. Not only like I'm playing completely different games than he do. I mean, sure, some games we play the same, but many games were different, and we have. There's probably many other bigger differences as well in personalities and how we are and things like that. And that is how it is. I mean, that goes for like everything with art, music. I mean, you start off like trying to be that person, but as time goes by, you create your own. You're creating suddenly something own. You're yourself. With even if you still have inspiration, I mean, even the greatest artists still have getting inspiration by people and things around them, and that is nothing wrong with that. I mean, that is how we one big reason why we continue to improve and continue to grow and doing things, because we're getting inspired by that. So every time when people compare me to like, oh gosh, you're trying to be a Markiplier, but well, I'm inspired by Markiplier, but I don't try to be Markiplier because first of all, it's impossible to be him. I mean, there can only be one. I mean, I can imitate him, but I still won't be only a non-Markiplier. I mean, I'm LanokirX, and that's how it is. And I do know that everyone that is working on YouTube, making videos and things like that, definitely gonna get comments like that. Always, you're always gonna get comments now and then like, "Oh my God, you're trying to be that person, that YouTuber, blah da da." Kind of ironic that those YouTubers, big YouTubers, were in the position we, like person like me, am now. I mean, they started with a bit of inspiration, like, man, I want to do this. This would be cool. And then they have a person they look up to, or multiple persons. They're like, wow, I want to be like them. I want to do this. And so they start. That was how I started. There was though multiple reasons. First of all, I wanted to work with something other than heavy industry. I've been working in industry in my entire life, you know, my adult life, so to speak. And it's no fun, believe me. Kind of ruins me. But so that was one reason why I thought maybe I should try out YouTube, because when I was thinking that, I recently started to watch lots of Markiplier and his videos and all that, and I'm like, man, he's so fucking funny, man, and he's cool. I love his voice, how he is, and overall he's freaking super nice person and all that. He do so much. I do know he gets lots of hate, but that's mainly because he's famous, pretty much. But seriously, I just think he's a very cool guy and all that. So I was like, man, I want to be like him. I want to work with him. And that doesn't matter that I was 28 at the moment. I mean, even when I'm 50 years old, I definitely have inspiration for things and from people, even younger and older, because I realized Markiplier is actually younger than me. If it's like most YouTubers are younger than me, I'm feeling old. But yeah, and honestly, that doesn't matter. I mean, you're getting inspiration, and people will always try to compare you with other YouTubers. Well, mainly those you're inspired by. And the main reason I'm taking this up is simply because I want you to don't think too much about it. Don't let the haters ruin it for you by telling you things like that. I mean, I do know it can be very heartbreaking. It's constantly they're saying like, yeah, you're just a copy, you're just a loser for trying to be like this person and things like that. Ignore them. They don't have any power of that. They just have words, even if they're unnecessary. And honestly, I think they shouldn't do that. But we won't let them win by stopping. I mean, I got so much hate. I got so much freaking hate the recent times, especially from the Last Bastion video. I got so much hate from being fake, from trying to be a Markiplier, PewDiePie, and whatever, which I think it's kind of fun actually. But however, that won't stop me. Honestly, that just makes me even more like, yes, I will do something that you can't do. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I'm trying to be here. While the haters often, they don't even dare to try it. Or they have tried but failed and taking out their anger and frustration on other people. And, well, you know, bullies overall, sadly. But yeah, so I just want to say that have inspiration, seriously. Because that was one of the things, when I was in school, I was working with graphic media. That was my gymnasium course, 3 years. Which literally was worthless because I ended up in a fucking factory for 4 years, and then after that I continued with factories where my studies didn't help a shit at all. That was pretty worthless. However, sorry about that. But yes, and I had a teacher, Petra. She was very good and very kind, and really digged her because she was really awesome. And she said something that always been a big part of how I am and how I learn things. And that was learn from others, copy them, and do something from it. That is how everyone evolves. I mean, you see someone do something, but wow, I want to do something like that, but you want to do your own thing of it. So you see that, you do that, but in your own way, and suddenly it's yours. I mean, it's like saying people want to complain that, oh my god, but you're just another FPS game. Yes, there's many FPS games, but there's only one of me as this FPS game. And that is it. You learn by having inspiration, by looking at others. Simply as that. And I mainly do this because, and speaking of this, because I do know lots of younger YouTubers that is trying to start, and I definitely do know that they will get lots of crap as well. And I think it's just very sad. However, I just want you to keep on having inspiration. It's a great thing. Seriously. Try to aim for that. See how they do. Learn from them. There's a different thing from completely copy them. I mean, you're trying to do your own thing. I mean, you see how they do, but you want to do that as well. So you're doing your own thing. I mean, in a way, we are as humans are completely the same, but as well unique. I mean, there's billions of humans, and being a little snowflake, it's hard. I mean, there's people that definitely have same traits as me, as both physical and personal. However, still I am the very unique Lano as I am. And so is with YouTube. I mean, there's many YouTube channels that is like Markiplier, things like that, but still each of them as well are unique because they are them. That is it. Maybe it's kind of crazy or something like that. But however, I just wanted to speak about it because I think it's a bit of an interesting subject overall, and I just wanted to share on everyone that is trying and having inspiration and things like that. And don't think it's nothing wrong to have inspiration, definitely not. So keep it up, keep on fighting, keep on creating, whatever it is, music, art, games, channels or videos, whatever. Keep on doing that. Have inspiration, learn from others, look up to them. and become your own creator, become your own being that is unique in your own way. I just wanted to say that. So thank everyone for listening, and remember that you are sweet as you are, and continue what you're doing. Honestly, I'm sharing on every one of you. And as well, I also want to thank everyone for 500 subscribers as well. I also will toss that in because I haven't done any 500 subscribers special video yet, and I really want to do one. But honestly, at the moment, I'm not sure what to do. So I hopefully get there soon. So thank everyone and be patient for that. And I'm gonna try to continue what I'm doing here, my own little things. Hopefully it works out. So thank everyone. See you later on. Have a continued super great day. What? Okay, I assume I need to find some. Oh, jävlar vad rädd jag blir! Jävla getingar! My God, they are so... Why? Yeah? You mess with the wrong bitch, I'm just saying that. I get very angry when I'm getting scared.